Hello students, welcome to my channel. We now start a fresh exercise 3.1 and question number 1. This says, Aftab tells his daughter, 7 years ago, I was 7 times as old as you were then. Also, 3 years from now, I shall be 3 times as old as you will be. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. So as usual, we take support of x and y. We write down, let x be Aftab's percentage and y be daughter's percentage. Now, what was their age 7 years ago? We have to minus 7 from x and y. Before 7 years, Aftab was x minus 7 and daughter was y minus 7. Simple. But the difference is here. You have to find out an equation. For that, the question has given a clue. That was x minus 7, that is Aftab, was 7 times daughter's age. He was 7 times daughter's age. This is Aftab's age 7 years ago, and y minus 7 was the age of daughter 7 years ago. And what is equaling here? Aftab's age was 7 times. So you have to multiply 7 to the daughter's age. Now let us simplify. 7y minus 49. 7 into minus 7 minus 49. Let us take all variables to one side. X minus 7y equals minus 49 plus 7. X minus 7y is equal to minus 42. Well, now we got one equation. This is equation number 1. Now, we will go for another equation. For that, after 3 years, this is another condition. After 3 years, what will be Aftab's age and daughter's age? Naturally, you have to add 3. X plus 3 will be Aftab's age and y plus 3 will be daughter's age. And again, they have given in the question, he will be 3 times as old as daughter. So you have to make an equation like this. Aftab will be x plus 3 after 3 years and daughter will be y plus 3 and Aftab will be 3 times daughter's age. This is how you have to make an equation. Now we simplify. X plus 3 equals 3y plus 9. Now take out variable to one side, that is x minus 3y equals 9 minus 3, and that is equal to 6. X minus 3y is equal to 6. This is another equation, equation number 2. Now with the help of these two equations, we now go for graphical representation. That is, what we do now, we take one equation. Suppose we take x minus 7y equals minus 42. This was our first equation. In this, we show some value of x, then derive the value of y later. Now, I take if x is equal to minus 7. This is assumption. We put minus 7 in place of x. Then minus 7y equals minus 42. Minus 7y equals minus 42 plus 7. Therefore, y is equal to minus 35 by minus 7. You get value of y as 5. Minus minus gets cancelled. 7 goes 5 times. 7 5 35 and y is equal to 5. This is value of y. And we take another coordinate, that is if x is equal, say, plus 7. Then what happens to the equation? X minus 7y equals 42, minus 42. In place of x, you put plus 7 minus 7y equals minus 42. Minus 7y is equal to minus 42 and minus 7. You get y equals minus 49 divided by minus 7. You get plus 7 as the value of y. Y is equal to 7. And this is another value of y. Now we represent in the next page in the table and then go for the second equation also. Now the value of x and y we show in a table like this. X and y. X was minus 7 and y was 5. And in the second coordinate, x was 7, even y was also 7. This was for the equation x minus 7y equals minus 42. Now we will go for the second equation. What was second equation? Second equation we write down here. It was x minus 3y equals 6. Now suppose we take x value as 0. Then y becomes 3y equals 6. Y is equal to 6 by minus 3 and which is equal to minus 2. Right? This is one value of y. And in the same equation, it is x minus 3y equals 6. We take x value as 3. Then 3 minus 3y equals 6. Minus 3y equals 6 minus 3 and y is equal to 3 by minus 3 which is equal to minus 1. This is another value. Even this we can represent graphically. Before that, let us form a table. Well, now value of x in the second equation, we took one value as 0 and we got y as minus 2. When we took x value as 3, y became minus 1. You can see here, this was x and this was minus y. And this was x again and this was the value of y. Now we can write down the equation here. This was for x minus 3y equals 6. So this was one equation with a table. This is second equation, the table. Now we will go for the graphical representation using these equations. Now we are going to write the straight lines on a graph sheet for the question 1 of exercise 3.1. Now you can see this is a graph sheet with y-axis which is vertical line and x-axis which is horizontal line. And here is one equation x minus 7y equals minus 42 and their coordinates. And this side you can see another equation x minus 3y equals 6 with their own coordinates. Now the next job is to plot the points. Now let us go for the first equation x minus 7 and y is 5. Minus 7 is here on the x-axis. Now go up to 5. This is plus 5 on the y-axis and this will be the point. Now second is 7 and 7. 7 is on the x-axis on the plus side. This is 7 and go up to 7 of the y-axis. This is the point. Now we have plotted 2 points and we have to now draw one line, straight line. Now we have drawn the straight line also. Now for these 2 points we have to write the coordinates. Now this is minus 7 and 5. You know very well minus 7 is for x coordinate and 5 is y coordinate. Similarly, here is another point. This is 7 and 7. Now this straight line is for this equation and therefore you have to write that beside this. X minus 7y equals minus 42. Now we move on to the second equation. Now in the second equation, 0 and minus 2 are the coordinates. Now 0 is here. This is a 0 for both y and x. And minus 2 is on the y-axis, that is this. This is the point. Secondly, 3 and minus 1. 3 is here and minus 1 is here. This is the second point. Now we have to draw the straight line. Now we have done that job also. Here we have to write the coordinates. This is 0 and minus 2. And second is 3 and minus 1. And for this line we have to draw the equation x minus 3y equals 6. Now this is the end of the answering. We have done graphical representation for the question 1. However, I wanted you to know whether we are right or wrong in the graph representation. You can observe these two lines are not parallel, and if you suppose you draw further, at some point at a distance, these two lines seem to meet or intersect. Now we have to find out if it is intersecting. Can we verify whether we are wrong or right? Here you can see in the equation x, you have a1 as 1. And in the second equation, you have another a2 which is also 1, 1 by 1. And b1 is minus 7. Here is minus 3. a1 by a2 is not equal to b1, b2. And this is definitely intersecting lines. So we have done correctly. We move on to the question 2 in the next video.